Well, welcome back to our Canon Power Source. This is Joshua Peter. I hope you're doing well. This is a daily energy reading for April 15th. Excuse me. Hello, it's May. April went so fast. May 15th, 2020. So glad you can make it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you, angels, archangels, all the divine pure white light energy from the pure white light, all ascended masters from the pure white light, divine spirits, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, all of the guardians of the gateways, guardians of the north, guardians of the east, south, west gateway, and we welcome you to this ceremony space. Thank you for being here to give us the information that we're seeking to assist us in remaining on our high-flying disc. We thank you so much for your presence and all of your beautiful energy and messages. We receive those messages with the love and light they're intended. We thank you so much. What would you like us to know on this beautiful Friday, May 15, 2020? What would you like us to know about ourselves? We come to you asking for guidance. How might we want to proceed? What do we want to release? And how might we expect our future to show up for us? What would you like us to know about ourselves at this time so that we may continue to walk in divine purpose and serve the all, the oneness that is all of creation? We are so honored that you have chosen us to be used by you as instruments by which you would experience life on this earth. And we're honored that you have granted us the quality of bestowal, Hashem. What would you like us to know about ourselves at this time? Past, what we're releasing. Present, what we should be aware of. And what we can expect coming forth. Underneath the deck, we have pleasure, the Six of Cups. This is Bria. Oh no, this is Tifereth. Tifereth of Bria. The sixth Sephira is Tifereth, beauty. It is where Christ consciousness comes through. It is ruled by the sun in Scorpio. There are your key dates, November 2nd through November 12th. The second decan of Scorpio. We are using the traditional Tarot of Ceremonial Magic by La Milo Duquette. We'll be following that up with the Chicken Kabbalah by La Milo Duquette with our Hebrew letter attributions. We'll be referring ourselves to the Beginner's Guide to Crystals, how to use the everyday magic of crystal healing with 65 plus stones by Lisa Butterworth. We will also be going to the Holy Book, the Holy Bible, for some insight. And we'll follow that up with the Sacred Earth Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Pardon me if I sound stuffy, the allergy season is underway. The Six of Cups. This is nostalgia, blast from the past. It is giving and receiving. Pleasure. Some divinatory meanings could be harmony, ease, fertility, not the gratification of artificial desires, but the fulfillment of the true sexual will. One of the best cards of the deck. Excuse me. So we're starting off with some beautiful energy, happiness, sun. It's all yellow for the sun, healing, power. Scorpio energy is here. You got 6 cups, all gleaming and glistening with the elixir of life. Angels of the Shemhamperish, thou alone and thy right hand. They're your day and night spirits of the Goetia. Well, I should talk more about that in the future. This is Tifereth of Bria. Tifereth is the 6th Sephira. Bria is the Archangel realm. The archangels dwell in the realm of Bria. There's Atziluth, where the divine names are. Archangels in Bria. And angels in Yetzirah. Formative world, intelligences, spirits, and demons in Asiya. That is the divine pecking order. Tifereth, beauty, ruled by the sun. Tifereth, ruled by the sun, and Bria. This is Raphael, God has healed. Be healed. At this time, we are called to receive our healing. Be healed, Mother Gaia, be healed. In the past, what we're releasing, this is loss and pleasure. Mars and Scorpio, the 5 of Cups. They're your key dates. So we have the first decan from 0 to 10 degrees. That's the first decan, the first part of Scorpio. Loss and pleasure. Then we get some healing power. The sun comes out. Mars and Scorpio. If any of you are aware of the planetary transits, Mars is at 1 degree of Pisces at this moment. Mars doesn't do too well in Pisces. Mars is the masculine fire sun force. In Pisces, he is dreamy, slow to action, and his energy is watered down. So he's moving, but he's a little bit more laid back, the sign of Pisces. Also, your dreams are what you wish to fulfill through your dreams is being supported. Pay attention to your dreams. We're receiving divine messages. It is loss and pleasure. We ask, why is it loss and pleasure? That's a good question. It's I don't know. I should find out why it's loss and pleasure. Let's see if we can get some insight. It's Gebura of Bria. So Gebura is on the pillar of severity. Gebura is the work that we put in, the struggle, the strain. So when you are efforting at something, it's very Gebura. You're in Gebura. It's also strength. So when you are building your strength, it takes a lot of resistance. In order to get stronger, the resistance can be painful. It's certainly not pleasurable. We have the general divinatory meanings: disappointment in love or pleasure, expected pleasure thwarted. Mars and Scorpio, Gebura of Bria. The angels of the Shemhamperish, hastening to hear, liberator from deceit. Now, there's a reason why I don't go into too much depth with the angels, because I want you to go get that information. This is to introduce you to Adashian magic and Goetia. And so if you're curious, seek and you shall find. As we recall, the Bria aspect is the archangel realm. The archangels are in Bria. Look at that. The archangels are in Bria. Bria is archangel realm. The archangelic pecking order. Gebura, ruled by Mars. Bria, Kamiel, who sees God. We're seeing God be healed by going through this period of time. So be healed as Kamiel sees you. Present energy, we are working and we are bringing what is in spirit into manifest, into the material. So this is the 3 of disc, material works. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, there's someone working in a cathedral, building something that is built to last forever and ever and ever. There's more Mars energy. How interesting. More Mars. All right, Mars in Capricorn. So, oh, excuse me. Mars in Capricorn. Mars is the hard worker. Mars gets work done in Capricorn. Turns the metal into gold. Brings it into the formative world. Takes action on that takes action with that which brings physical manifestation. It is Binah, the third Sephira of Asiya, down here where we dwell. General divinatory meanings: constructive energy, crystallization of forces, job, concentrated effort rewarded now or in the future. It's the second deacon of Capricorn. There are your key dates. Angels of the Shemhamperish, omniscient and merciful. Wisdom is Binah. Let's take a look at Binah, or the Kabbalistic tree of life. Oh, it's understanding. Mars gets understanding in Capricorn, and there's Saturn. So we have a Mars-Saturn connection. And Mars is also Gabura, on the pillar of strength. So now we have Gabura, Mars, and Bria. Gabura of Binah of Bria, excuse me. And now we have Binah of what was that again? Binah of Asiya. I am so stuffy. We have Binah, Saturn of Asiya, Agil, and Zazel, the material world. Asiya, the material world, the first and lowest of the four Kabbalistic worlds, corresponds to the final He of the Tetragrammaton, the element Earth, and the suit of discs. In the tarot, in Asiya, the impurities produced by the degeneration of the light as it passes through the world above it. Atziluth, Bria, and Yetzirah are crystallized to form the material world and human existence. Asiya's corresponding part of the human soul is the nephesh, the animal soul. Material works. These are the trees of life. You can get up on that. Mars and Capricorn works. What's to come? What we should expect? Oh, a breakthrough. The Tower. More Mars. There's a lot of Mars in this today. There's a lot of Mars. It's all Mars. Mars, Mars, Mars. So Mars is coming through Pisces into the formative world and bringing us this message. This is Mars, guys. Wow. Mars, Mars, Mars. Okay. The Tower. Breakthrough. Electricity. Obstacles being removed. It's a major arcana, a major breakthrough, a tower moment, a shift, a transition. We can expect something grandiose, a major breakthrough. How wonderful. The Tower. After the devil, we get the Tower. After we beat the devil, we have a breakthrough. The Lord of the hosts of the mighty, Mars. In spiritual matters, escape from the prison of organized life. In matters of the heart, renunciation of love, quarreling. In intellectual matters, plans are destroyed. In material matters, war, danger, sudden death. Hebrew letter is pei, meaning mouth. The path of the Sefer Yetzirah, exciting intelligence. The traditional image is a tower struck by forked lightning. Bellona, scream, and hold the hawks, the roar of universes crashing into war. Hebrew letter is pei, meaning mouth. Pei is the 27th path. It joins Netzach, victory, to Hud, splendor. It's the fourth and final letter. When used at the end of a word, it looks like a long vowel with a tongue. The two letters enumerate to 85, mean mouth. What goes in the mouth as nourishment is vital to human life, but what comes out of the mouth as speech is vital to our minds. It is no coincidence that the first and most important gift of the mythological gods the first and most important gift the mythological gods gave to the humans was the gift of speech. Speech is one of the primary characteristics that separate humans from other living creatures. Once we started talking, our thought patterns were drastically changed and overhauled. That's a key word, overhauled. This has a profound effect on our ancestors. This had a profound effect on our ancestors' self-image and view of reality, not to mention the way our brains would evolve over time and from that point forward. It's one of the 7 double letters. It represents the planet Mars, the tower. Mars is doing some mess in Pisces. He's doing some mess in Pisces, by the way. He's breaking stuff down in Pisces. Mars is coming straight through. How beautiful. It was funny. I've been watching a lot of videos on going to Mars, on scientists in NASA in the Mars program, the Mars project. Interesting. Let's take a look at a crystal. Labradorite again. Intuition, creativity, awakening. That's the tower. Awakening is the tower. Our higher crown, our third eye, and our solar plexus. That's Pisces. Neptune. Why is it magic? Labradorite is truly a stone of magic used by healers, shamans, and psychics for its ability to enhance psychic gifts and raise spiritual consciousness. Turn this gray stone in your hands and a colorful iridescence will flash. It's a mineral that connects the realms of the seen and unseen, Pisces, creating harmony between the physical and spiritual physical selves. Mars and Capricorn. It is a stone of protection, creating an energetic barrier that deflects negativity and emotionally draining people. If you are feeling exhausted by the daily grind, Labradorite will breathe new life into your existence, enhancing spontaneity, excitement, and adventure. It also sparks fresh ideas in the imagination, perfect for creative people stuck in a rut. Healers use Labradorite to promote vision and also treat respiratory infection or cold symptoms. What did I say about being healed? Pleasure. The sun coming out, being healed. For personal use, you use during meditation to enhance your introspective abilities, especially during a time of transition. The tower is a time of transition. It infuses a feeling of newness into the stale environment. Promotes cooperation and agreeability with coworkers. Labradorite. Again, I have some purple sheen Labradorite. If you are interested, mention in the comments below, and I can get some for you. Beautiful purple Labradorite. Let's go to the good book. the New Testament. Right to Hebrews. And we're dealing with Hebrew letters. Okay. Hebrews. God has spoken by his Son. Long ago, God spoke to our ancestors in many and various ways by the prophets, but in these last days, he has spoken to us by a Son, whom he appointed heir to all things. Through him, and through whom he also created the worlds. He is the reflection of God's glory and the exact imprint of God's very being, and he sustains all things by his powerful word. When he had made purification for sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high, having become as much superior to angels as the name he has inherited. When he had made purification for sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high, having become as much superior to angels as the name he has inherited is more excellent than theirs. The Son is superior to angels. For to which of the angels did God ever say, "You are my Son, today I have begotten you"? Or again, "I will be his Father, and he will be my Son"? And again, when he brings the firstborn into the world, he says, "Let all God's angels worship him." Of the angels, he says, he makes his angels winds and his servants flames of fire. But of the Son, he says, "Your throne, O God, is forever and ever, and the righteous scepter is the scepter of your kingdom. You have loved righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore, God, your God, has anointed you with the oil of gladness beyond your companions." And in the beginning, Lord, you founded the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands, material works. They will perish, you will remain. They will all wear out like clothing, like a cloak. You will roll them up, and like clothing they will be changed. But you are the same, and your years will never end. But to which of the angels has he ever said, "Sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet"? You are not all angels, spirits in the divine service, sent to serve for the sake of those who are not all angels, spirits in the divine service, sent to serve for the sake of those who are to inherit salvation? Ooh, that's powerful. Ooh, the angels have come through. That's real powerful, guys. Ooh. Message of the Lord. Hebrews first. Yesterday we did expectation. Thank you, Mother Gaia, for these messages that you've given us. We are so honored that you have used us as the instruments by which you would raise, elevate, and ascend into your new paradigm. There is a breakthrough upon us, a shift upon us, pleasure upon us. Through our material works and loss and pleasure, we seek refuge in your beauty and abundance and love. What would you like us to know, Mother Gaia, about ourselves at this time so that we may continue to serve you, honor you, and be worshipped in service to the all? Influence. Oh, yeah. Look how beautiful that is. Influence. We're being influenced by the angels. Look at that beautiful dove. Purity. The phases of the moon. Beautiful. that third eye chakra. It looks like labradorite, doesn't it? It kind of looks like labradorite. Okay. Influence. Oh, I. Hello. I can spell, guys. Trust me. Okay. Influence. Balance imagination and reality. Be cautious of giving undue influence to baseless assumption. Distinguish between opinion and evidence. Become aware of false limitations. Put real effort into proving a doubt or fear wrong. Be open to new ideas and perspectives, but do your homework and ensure a claim can hold true in practice as well as theory. Ooh. Only through the eyes of the soul can the true nature of your life, existence, and purpose be known. All of life flows from the one divine heart of creation. You have a purpose, a meaning, and a role to play in this great journey of life. It may be beyond the knowing of the physical world, but it is not beyond the knowing of your soul. Some insight. Imagine boarding a sea vessel and setting off for a grand adventure into the great unknown. You have a fantastic crew, plenty of supplies, and you are looking forward to encountering countless new sights and sounds. You may return home with tantalizing tales. Perhaps you will find a pristine paradise to call home. There is a great world of possibility awaiting you, and you are ready to embrace whatever comes your way. But how different would this journey be if you thought the world was flat? If every night you went to sleep worrying you might slip over the edge, never to return, how would it change your outlook? What would you do differently? Would you dare leave sight of familiar shores? Believing the earth was flat wouldn't make it so, but it would create false limitations and influence everything about your journey. Likewise, believing you are unworthy, unlovable, or incapable doesn't make it so. Be cautious of the thoughts, opinions, and values that are influencing your journey. No, that was wrong. It says, be conscious. Be conscious of the thoughts, opinions, and values that are influencing your journey. Wonderful. Influence. Well, that's all we have for now. I really hope that helps. That really helped me get through a lot. Remember, there's lots of Mars. Pay attention to your Mars today. Pay attention to where your Mars falls. My Mars is at 0 degrees of Libra, and my Venus is at 15 degrees of Libra. I'm a Scorpio sun. I'm a Taurus moon, a full moon in Taurus, total lunar eclipse. I am an Aquarius rising at 3 degrees, conjunct Jupiter at 8 degrees and 10 minutes. My part of fortune is at Leo at 6 degrees. My Uranus is 15 degrees of Sagittarius. My Neptune is 1 degree of Pisces. Of Capricorn. 1 degree of Capricorn. My Saturn and Mercury are conjunct in the sign of Scorpio at 26 and 27 degrees, and my midheaven is 27 degrees. Both my north and my south node are at about 9 degrees, I believe, in the sign of Taurus, south node, Scorpio, north node. Or maybe it's the reverse, I can't remember. My Chiron is in Gemini. Pluto is at 4 degrees, conjunct my sun. 3 degrees, conjunct my sun at 4 degrees, I believe. Wow, yeah, so I have a lot of Mars. I have a week in Mars. I have a Mars in Libra. That's all for now. I hope this helps. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if this video resonates with you. And until next time, I love you for watching. Namaste.